When parents send their children to school, they believe their teachers are people of the utmost highest character.
I'm not a singer, but don't push me. Separation is the only key. Am I right? Do you agree with me? All right, I want to talk about this. Why are we saying separation is the only key? So we saw the video, right? With this so-called teacher, Miss Adrienne Harborth, disrobing and doing all manners of indecency and filth. And this is the thing. You know, share your comments and share your thoughts. I mean, I know some people think that separation is just so dramatic, but it's really not. It's literally the only solution. It's the only answer. But I just want us to consider this. Here's a video that we have access to because she filmed it and she put it on social media for whatever reason, right? People want their sicknesses to be out there. But it's really for us to see what time it is and what we are supposed to be doing, okay? So with that being said, this is only something that we see because somebody put it out there. What about all of the videos that are not being recorded and that are not being posted and shared on social media? I mean, I really want us to understand, like, what we are seeing. There's all kind of school videos that's out there. There's all kinds of information that you can go and see the craziness that's going on in public schools. So if this craziness we're seeing, what are we not seeing? I really want us to really think about it. And so I was reading in the caption that about this story. Yeah, she's fired from that school. Some people are saying that they want more consequences. That's so irrelevant. That's like wasted energy at this point. We want to see more consequences. It's not even about her. You know what I'm saying? She can go and find another school. There were schools that had drag queens basically coming in and dressing up and twerking for the children. So they might see her and be like, huh, we like what you're doing, Miss Adrienne. Come on over here. You know, we got a place for you. Somebody want her in her indecency and filth, and that's somebody looking for that, right? So it's not about even focusing on her, as opposed to here's a reason that we need to be bringing our children out of the public schools, and more importantly, bigger than that, why an all-out separation has to happen. Because why should we be concerned with what is going on in a school system that is not run and governed by us? Which brings us back to the point. Separation is the only key. You know, this is what we have to do. This is what our minds have to be fixated on, because when you entertain what does separation look like? I'm in my classroom here at home. You don't have to have a whole lot to educate your children, you know, but it starts there. It starts there. And then when you get other people, you know, when you can collaborate with other like minds who desire to have this for their children, you know, whether it's coming together in your home, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's using a local facility that you can have, you know, multiple moms or dads or whatever that can come together and establish something. But it's about having that mind, like, why are we sending our children out? And you don't know what's going on. I think about daycares. You know, I think about, you know how you want to have a daycare that can have cameras and you can monitor and check in. Well, that's not like that at schools, in public schools. Ain't no cameras for you. You're not checking in. And even when they come home, you know, how many parents that are in a situation where they have to send their children to a public school? I use have to very loosely, okay? But that send their children to a public school. How many of them are really taking the time to, like, you know, what's going on? You know, let me look at your curriculum. Let me get the textbooks. Let's go through this. Let's see what you're learning. You know, how was your day? What did this teacher do? How often is that? You might be 1 in a million parent that does that. 1 in 10,000. That's not enough. That's not efficient. That's not thinking for the whole. Because you do it. Yeah, well, when I take my children home, you know, I debrief them. I do this. Okay, good for you. But what about the whole? This is affecting the whole. And this is how we have to think. And then to the fixated part, I wanted to really get on that. When our mind is fixated on separation, separating from the ideologies, the ways of this world. This is the driving force to coming up with solutions on how to do this. Listen, because I'm going to close with this. We can sit around all day and come up with all of the excuses on why this is difficult and, oh, it's hard, I don't know how, and I don't have the time, and I don't have, and I don't know, and I don't, and I can't, and I can't, and I can't. That's really what it comes down to. I don't want to, and I'm not trying to, and I don't. But when your mind is fixated on separation, oh, this got to be done. Oh, look at what time it is. We're going to have to find a way. I got to find help. I got to find resources. I got to find like-minded individuals. I got to find my tribe. I got to find my community, because this cannot stand. See, when you have that mindset, when your attitude, when your mind is fixated on the separation that has to happen, then you don't come up with excuses. You come up with solutions. That's the bottom line. So all I'm saying is separation is the only key. Am I right? Do you agree with me? Separation is the only key. So let's come together in unity. Assalamu alaikum. Check out Muhammad's Academy if you're local to the Tampa Bay area.